Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our beloved lecturer, Madam Aisha, and also to our fellow classmates. We hope you are all in the pink health. Today, we will be presenting on Seminar 2, which is Capital Expenditure Analysis. So, I will be the first presenter. My name is Nur Harina, followed by other three group members, which are Nur Izzati, Nur Farhana, and also Nur Afifah. Without any due hesitation, we proceed to the next slide, which consists of 4 subtopics, which are the introduction, quantitative and qualitative, current technological advancement, and also synergistic and environmental effects, which will be presented by all the 4 members. So, I will be explaining on the first subtopic, which is the introduction, consists of definition of capital expenditure and also capital expenditure decision. Okay, this is the next slide, which I will be explaining on definition of capital expenditure. It is the use of funds by a company to acquire physical assets to improve its value or increase its long-term productivity. It is also known as capital expenses. It includes purchases such as buildings or warehouses, new equipment such as machinery or computers, and also business vehicles. These are the capital expenditure decisions. It is the process of making decisions regarding investment in fixed assets which are not meant for sale, such as land, building, plant and machinery, and etc. Thus, it refers to long-term planning for proposed capital expenditures and includes raising of long-term funds and their utilization. Firstly, capital expenditure decisions involve large amounts of funds. Such decisions have its effect over a long span of time. Second one is capital expenditure decisions, once approved, represent long-term investment that cannot be reversed or withdrawn at any time. Withdrawal or reversal of such decisions may lead to considerable financial losses to the firm. Thirdly, the preparation of capital expenditure budget involves forecasting of cash inflows over several years for evaluating the profitability of projects. Fourthly, it helps protect the interests of the shareholders as well as of the firm because it avoids overinvestment and underinvestment in fixed assets. I will pass the presentation to Nur Izzati.
Thank you, Nur Harina. My name is Nur Izzati and I will continue with the quantitative aspects and qualitative consideration. For this part, I will explain on the differences of qualitative and quantitative and also the qualitative factors of capital expenditure analysis. I will start with the differences of qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative is an outcome of certain actions that cannot be measured by number but can be measured subjectively. The factors relevant to a decision that are difficult to measure in terms of money, while quantitative is numerical outcomes from a decision that can be measured. These factors are commonly included in various financial analyses, which are then used to evaluate a situation. The example methods used in quantitative aspects are net present value and internal rate of return method. However, for this topic, I will just focus on the qualitative consideration of capital expenditure analysis. These are the qualitative factors of capital expenditure analysis that I will discuss. SWOT analysis to fit corporate objectives and strategy, safety of employees and public, availability of manpower and the motivation level, and need to meet competition and competitive position. I start with the first qualitative factor, which is SWOT analysis to fit corporate objectives and strategy. Corporate goals and objectives are set by a firm and strategies at corporate and business unit level. SWOT analysis is conducted for all investment by company so that only projects that fit the corporate objectives and strategy will be selected. SWOT analysis help companies see how they stand out in the marketplace, how they grow as a business, and where they are vulnerable. This easy-to-use tool also help identify companies' opportunities and any threats it faces. Next, safety of employees and public. The impact of project on the safety and security of the organizational employees as well as the protection of the society or community is an important non-financial consideration. Workplace safety is crucial regardless of a business, its size or its industry. Without the proper workplace safety measures in place, the company will put its employees customers, brand reputation, and revenues in danger, while public safety encompasses the diverse needs of citizens, communities, and the nation as a whole. The other qualitative factor is availability of manpower and the motivation level. Companies need to make sure that enough manpower are provided. Enough manpower will give motivation to the employees, and the motivated employees allow management to meet the company's goals. Availability of manpower and the motivated employees will lead to increased productivity and allow an organization to achieve higher levels of output. Last but not least, need to meet competition and competitive position. This needs to be met by companies in certain business or product lines just to handle the strategies of their competitors. It may often be taken to improve companies' image in the eyes of some or all of the stakeholders. Besides, the company needs to consider the new target markets and explore any partnership opportunities to grow their business or company. The competitive position can exist by operational excellence that makes every employee can see, deliver, and improve the flow of value to a customer. Product leadership also useful for the company to decide which products to build to add value to customers. Lastly, increase the customer's relationship to make sure the customers have a consistent customer experience every time they interact with the business and leaves them with a good impression. Now, I will pass to the next presenter.
Thank you, Izati. My name is Nur Farhana and I will explain about the technological advancement. Okay, under this section, I will explain about the definitions, impact of technology, benefits and challenges. Alright, first, what is technology advancement? It is the generation of information or discovery of knowledge that advances the understanding of technology. Alright, there are so many current technology advancements around us, such as internet, artificial intelligence, internet of behavior, the distributed cloud technology, virtual reality, and augmented reality. Okay, next, let's justify the impacts of advanced technology. The impact uses of advanced technology is still uncertainty because we need to know how long the technology will give the benefits to an organization. There might be a new technology and more creative invented in the industry. Second, there could be high costs. So, a business needs to identify how much is the cost to invest in advanced technology. It might require high capital if wants to use a high quality and efficient technology in the business. Third, high reversibility. The investment in technology will need to use it for a long period even there is a change in new technological environment. Therefore, it cannot be reversed and abolished. And the last one is approval. Difficulty in gaining approval for large projects may create incentive for managers to propose small projects that yield only incremental improvements. Okay, what is the benefits of technology advancement? The first one is faster and more reliable. Okay, for example, fast internet connections make it possible to transmit various forms of information in seconds. Okay, the second one is reduction of non-value-added costs and profit boost. As we know, by applying technology advancement, it could reduce the production cost, reduce the labor cost, and will also save more time. Besides that, human labor in the manufacturing also could be reduced as they already use machines for the production. The third one is enhanced efficiency and productivity. The technology can help companies automate repetitive tasks that don't require a sophisticated decision making. Okay. And so the goal of an organization can be achieved easily and also will satisfy the higher management. Alright, let's move on to the last part, which is challenges of technology advancement. The first one is resistance to change and security risks in relation to data and fraud. With the technology advancement, there might be a possibility breach of data among users. Second, wrong choice of technology. Management need to pick appropriate software solution or platforms. Employee may develop an unfavorable perception of these technological augmentations or the adoption of technology-powered system in general. Third, extreme dependability. The improvement of technology significantly indirect the more dependent on using technology in daily life. And the last one is malfunctions. A little error in performance can lead to uncontrollable circumstances in the business. Alright, that's all from me, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum. We will proceed with the next topic, which is the synergistic effect and also the environmental effects. My name is Afifa, and I will explain about the synergistic effects and the benefits and the type of synergistic benefits, while the environmental effects and the difference between the synergistic effect and the environmental effect will be explained by Nur Khairina. Synergistic is derived from synergy, which refers to the benefits or the additional value that result from the merger of two companies who wants to achieve something that neither of them would be able to achieve on their own. So in business, a synergistic effect can be evidenced in merger or takeover situations where the combinations of two companies can produce a best overall competitive positions and greater financial results than the sum of its individual results. So, in the capital expenditure analysis, synergistic effects are achieved due to the economic benefits resulting from the combinations of the joint resource of the company. So, it is important to think whether or not the choice made in any of the capital investment decisions will create a synergistic effect through successful integrations of resource. Next, we will proceed with the type of synergistic benefits. The synergistic benefits can generally be broken down into three main types, which is the operating economies, financial synergies, and others. Operational synergy is achieved through the improvement of operating activities, such as the reduced costs from economies of scale and the elimination of inefficiency. In the economies of scale, the bigger the company's operation, the lower the cost per unit produced. Therefore, no matter what nature the companies are, it should result in lower operating expenses. Financial synergy. Financial synergy arises from the improved efficiency of financial activities and is primarily linked to a reduction in the cost of capital. For example, is the reduced risk caused by the diversifications. There are also other synergistic benefits such as market power. Market power describes the ability of a company as a market participant to control the price, the quantity, or the nature of the product sold in the market. A company that has market power over the other market participants will use its market power in order to generate additional profits. Market power synergies often occur in mature markets when the market is consolidating due to overcapacity. Next, I will pass to the next presenter, Nur Khairina.
Now I will be explaining about the environmental effects. What is environmental effects? The rapid economic growth may lead to more rapid depletion of natural resources and more rapid production of polluting waste. These pollutants might aggravating the negative side effects of economic growth over time. The dynamic aspects of environmental pollution considerably increases the complexity of economic valuation and the need for environmental precaution when making an investment decision. Therefore, it is also vital for the company to consider the economy-environment interaction on its decision as to whether to undertake or not to undertake certain capital investment decisions. Since we already know what is synergistic effect explained by Afifah and also environmental effects explained by me, now we will be learning about what is the differences between these two effects. For the synergistic effect, it must take into consideration whether it can lead to synergistic benefits or not before taking any capital investment decision. It included in the cash flow calculation and can be classified as financial synergy or operational synergy. For the environmental effects, it must be balanced between consideration of environmental effects and any capital investment decision undertaken. The greater the degree of environmental pollution, the more complex the economic valuation of capital investment decisions. So that is all from us. We hope you will enjoy the presentation and thank you for lending your ears.